Hello and welcome to another Build the Terminator. We've passed the 100 mark and I'm now onto 101 and 102. And guess what I've got to do first? Yes, that's right, in one of the most obvious plot twists in this build, I've got to now attach the foot. So it's basically a case of sticking the main part through the main stalk of the leg and then pushing these onto the footballs. That's a strange way of putting it, but yes, that is what I need to do. So let's get this foot attached at long last. And there we have it, people. The other foot is on. So I've got a fully built standing Terminator, but of course we're far from finished yet. Next I need to take the longer chest attachments, as they call them. There's two of these, and I need to push one of these onto the end. Okay, I said firm pressure was needed. Firm pressure is definitely needed. I couldn't do it with my bare hands. I had to push it down onto the table and force it in, and it definitely went click. And again, there's number two, just in case you think I'm lying. There it is. There's the two. And again, with these shorter parts, you have to do the same thing again. And these, I believe, are all the same size, which is lucky. Okay, I've done them, but as with so many things in this build, I don't know why I've done them, but all will become clear. I'm fairly certain of that. This is getting stranger and stranger. I have to put some super glue around the rim of that peg and then plonk it in that one, and then same again for this shorter one and put it in that one. So me and glue, we're best friends, you know this. Okay, there we have 101, and this part is sticking out a bit, as you can see, and the others are not. So I hope that doesn't matter too much. Guess I'll find out later. There is also another little bit I forgot to do, and that's to put a screw in the back, around the back of this, even though it's a cylinder. You know what I mean? It's round where you can't see it underneath. There's a little hole and you need to screw that in. So I hope it's not going to be too catastrophic that I forgot to do that, but I don't think it is. Okay, just in case you were wondering, I have screwed that in now. It was not the most fun I've ever had, but it's in there. Okay, this is where it starts to feel quite exciting because you can see we're nearing the end pieces. This is the chest plate, although I think it actually goes up the other way. So that way, like so. What we're doing first is we're fitting these either side of it. Now when I say these, I do of course mean the parts that I've just been working on in 101, and it's a nice fit, but this is where it gets a bit scary because they pretty much leave it up to you, sort of. It says, once satisfied with the fit of the part, apply a little super glue along the rim of the part where it comes into contact with part 102.1. So I think that's this bit here. There is that bit there. So I've got to decide where to put the glue because it comes into contact with it in several places, but as to how much contact, that's another matter. I'm going to have a look carefully and decide whereabouts I want to put the glue to get this secured in. It's going to be a very big and exciting looking piece if I can pull this off. But even if I can't get it right, and there's a little bit of glue spillage, it's not the end of the world, considering how far we've come. I'm just testing it as to whereabouts I think the glue should actually go, where it won't be seen. Okay, there we have it. I've done my best, and that's all anyone can ask. I think this side is slightly off by maybe less than a millimetre, I don't think it's going to knock the fitting off kilter. I have to put these very exciting springs through, and these are very exciting because they're going to make it look like those really thick cables that you see on a Terminator. So there's the biggest one, and these get fed through, double holes there and out the other side. And once they're through, well, I'll show you. I need to put this washer and screw it in that hole right there, so that it apparently holds these springs into place, but we'll see how true that is when I've done it. Okay, that was tricky, not my favourite design, because of course the washer needs to go over the hole, but you can't see where you're screwing that one screw into the one single hole because the washer's in the way. So that was fun, trying to decide how to do that, but I made it up as I went along. I winged it as ever, and it's in there now, hopefully keeping those secure. So next, alright, say hello Mr. Terminator. It's time for your close-up. You see this hole right there? That is where I need to put one of these, so that it's like a little earring. I have to put that bar in there, and then that ends up pointing downwards. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Yes, that needs to point downwards. We're going to put another wire onto there, I think, or one of those springs. That's what I mean. And I have to glue this into place. And you know what? This was so much effort. I'm going to show you the one side because it's exactly the same on the other side. So, well, I'll show you it glued in place. And there we have it, assuming I haven't lost the rest of the video. It's in place there. I don't know that it matters that much if it's pointing in exactly the right direction, because what will be going on to there, I have a feeling, is one of those springs. And the thing about springs is they're flexible, so it hopefully shouldn't matter if it's not exact to the nearest point of a millimetre. So that being said, that was the end of a rather exhausting 101 and 102 of Build the Terminator. I feel like I've really worked hard this video, and I've certainly done a lot, I feel, as well. So it's been a good build, but just a hard one. That being said, I hope you have enjoyed watching. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time.